Well, I had a cat donut right there, and it was terribly cute. But he has his agenda, and we have ours. So we've been having fun conversation this week about uh, interesting ways to think about ourselves. And I believe personally that the way that we think about ourselves is extraordinarily important. The way that we think, the way that we conceive, the way that we regard ourselves, and that it's possible through a more and more intelligent, accurate, and truthful way of thinking about ourselves, conceiving ourselves, regarding ourselves, that we expand and that we heal and that we come into our true purpose and destiny in life. And that if we think of ourselves inaccurately or inauthentically or falsely, then we could suffer a degraded level of being. So this week has been talking about ways of thinking about ourselves. So here's a fun way of thinking of yourself. You, listening to this very conversation, you are an appliance. You are an electrical appliance. I'm an electrical appliance called Greg, and you're an electrical appliance called you. Now, as appliances, we all have different capacities, different functions, different designs. When you think about what electricity can power, it's like, well, you got your toaster, you got your waffle iron, you got your refrigerator. Wow, we could expand this list, couldn't we? I'm looking around my room. It powers my electric guitar, it powers my car. So I don't think I need to expand the list very much longer, but I think we get that electricity could power a virtually infinite number of different appliances. And then when we think about the quality of these appliances could be as small as my electric razor or as large as, well, what's the biggest electric appliance you can think of? It could power an electric home or an electric car or something a great deal larger than that. So if we think about ourselves in this way, we're all informed by an unlimited amount of power, but each one of us has developed a particular brain and nervous system. Your brain and your nervous system, while we share many of the features and faculties, obviously, anatomically speaking, your brain and your nervous system is different than mine. Yours has been tuned, yours has been attenuated in such a way that it takes the electricity of being, I guess you might call it, yogis call it prana, another spiritual system might call it spirit or life. Doesn't matter what you call it, but each and every one of us is an individual appliance, so to speak, and our brains and nervous systems are tuned differently. So one person takes infinite energy, infinite cosmic electricity, if you will, and they shape it into whatever they shape it into. Maybe they're quite fearful. Maybe they're worried. Maybe they're greedy. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe they're continuously anxious. This would be sort of the dysfunctional, toxic end of the spectrum of what an appliance could be shaped into. Another person with the appliance of their brain and nervous system might shape infinite cosmic life electricity into service, love, innovation, cleverness, intelligence, artistic expression, harmonious, altruistic action, health and fitness, wisdom, understanding, writing. I think you get the point. So each and every one of us having access to the same life force energy, each and every one of us has the individualized personality that then takes that infinite cosmic energy and then we shape it into what we shape it into. Once having made a brain and a nervous system and say it's 7 or 8 years old, it's pretty well shaped at this point. The toaster is going to make toast. You're not going to be able to play electric guitar on your toaster. I think you get the point, right? So each and every one of us is shaped in a particular way. Each and every one of us has access to an infinite, unlimited amount of energy and life force. And yet, depending on the constraints, the restrictions, the design parameters of our own individual appliance, That's what we're making. Now, some people make toast, some people make misery, some people make waffles, some people make love, some people make, well, there's a lot of stuff that can be made by us. Now, once having shaped our appliance, how can we change it? Are we, here's a technical term, are we screwed if our appliance has been shaped to create anxiety or fear or impending doom or worry, or how about scarcity and poverty or dearth of love? Well, yeah, it can. And the way that we do this is that we let go of the grip that our brain and nervous system has on reality, and we allow it to be remade, tempered, redirected. And of course, there are great tools in doing this. And by far, the two greatest tools are prayer. Prayer is the individual appliance, you might say, asking to be uplifted and upgraded so that it can be the most powerful, magnificent tool that it can be in the world. And then the other great tool is meditation, where the thought patterns, the design, the circuitry of our individual brain and nervous system is allowed to relax and let go, especially if our thought patterns are dysfunctional, toxic, not good for us, inauthentic. So when we think of ourselves more accurately, we are not disconnected. We are not individual free agents in this universe. We are all connected to this infinite energy. And by nature, we're all shaping it into something. What are you shaping your life force into? What does your appliance make? What would you like it to make? I would like my appliance to make harmony, love, wisdom, intelligence, creativity, self-expression, healing, truth, beauty, kindness, extraordinary abundance. Wow, Mr. Appliance Guy, you sure talk big. Well, I only want to talk in ways that the infinite energy regards me and wants me to live. I believe that's my destiny. I believe it's yours too. And food for thought, and I'll see you appliances tomorrow.